A very good evening to one and all. I, Ruby Gill, welcome all the attendees and our prestigious speakers on the behalf of lovely professional university for today's webinar on the topic high-profile career and entrepreneurship opportunities in hotel management and tourism. So attendees to today, you'll savor a feast of knowledge from our revered speakers. So allow me to introduce them. Professor Nafees Haider Naqvi, Dean, School of Hotel Management and Tourism, lovely professional university. Doctorate from Jagran Lake City University, he is an accomplished senior level hospitality and tourism leader with more than 20 years of experience as a successful business contributor, leader, admission training and placement corporate and in education sector as well. He has a very rich profile. He has published 6 papers and 3 book chapters in national and international journals of repute. To his credit, he has many accolades and laurels. He has been awarded Best Director by International Academic and Research Award, Global Hospitality Award by Swami Vivekananda University, and so on. He is also a proud member of editorial board of various journals of repute. So, sir, it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much for joining. Likewise, I extend my warm welcome to Dr. Sanjeev Kumar, Professor, Head, Department of Hotel Management, lovely professional university. Doctorate from Emily University, he is a dynamic professional with an experience of 18 years as an academician. He had also worked as assistant dining manager in Gulf Catering Company, Kuwait. To his credit, he has 20 research papers and presented 12 research papers at numerous national and international conferences. Currently, he is guiding 6 PhD research scholars as well. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you, Ruby, for this.
Sir, please allow me to introduce our admission expert as well.
Sure, you can.
Thank you, sir. So I would also extend my warm welcome to our admission expert, Ms. Rachna Bajaj, Senior Assistant, lovely professional university. So today she'll give you an insight about fees, eligibility, scholarship and infrastructure of a university, and which I'm pretty much sure will make you save a lot of money. So thank you so much, ma'am. And with this, we begin our today's webinar. And sir, Nafisa, over to you for the content of the day.
Thank you, Ruby, and welcome Dr. Sanjeev Sharma, welcome Ms. Bajaj to the webinar. And welcome all the attendees, the aspirants, those who want to pursue their career, want to make their life out of hospitality and tourism. So the people have a bit of confusion what is hospitality and hotel management and tourism. Tourism is a broader aspect and hotel management is a part of tourism industry. So tourism industry is a very well-known industry in the world. And if we see the data, if we go to the data, there is an organization called UNWTO, United Nations World Tourism Organization. So according to their research and surveys, every 6th person employed on this earth is directly or indirectly connected to tourism and hospitality. So this is the grandness of this industry. It is only second to the paramedicals and medical industry. Other than that, every industry is next to hotel management and tourism. Unfortunately, in India, we don't have a mindset which makes professionals in this industry. Unfortunately, this is not the first choice of the many people. Still, earlier when I was a student, that time it was not even a last choice of the parents. Everybody want to become either a doctor or an engineer. Still 50% of population in India want their kids to either opt for medical or for engineering. But believe me, now the scenario has changed drastically. There are many fields where you can take your path towards success, and in a very shorter time when you compare to the medicos and the engineers, like hotel management, tourism, law, and media, social media. So these are the new upcoming breeds or the paths where the person can make the career out of these. And believe me, these courses are not in hotel management and tourism. We never teach you 2 plus 2 is equals to 4. You need not to remember that. You need not to be a genius. You need to be a workaholic. You need to be a instant thinker, instant decision maker. Then you can success in hotel management, tourism. Tourism and hotel management is basically people oriented. That's why if you go to any college or if you go to any good star rated property, they won't address you as a client. They won't call you as a customer. We never teach our student, or we were never taught a person who's giving us a business is a customer or a client. For us, who's ever giving us a business is a guest. So this is the zeest of the industry, which hotel management and tourism. Zeest is that you are working in a service industry. You're not working in an industry where the money is only concerned. We are always taught that you should call guests by name, by his last name. Like, suppose if I visit to a hotel, if somebody call me, sir, how are you? How are you? Fine, welcome. And if a other guy call me, good afternoon, Mr. Naqvi, how are you? Then I feel connected. So this connection is basically developed, and that's why we call it a service industry or a people industry. It's not like any other industry. LPU, I think it's a name. There was a film where Shah Rukh Khan used to say Rahul, naam to suna hoga. So I don't repeat that, but I will say naam to suna hi hoga. LPU is such a brand when it comes to education with the values. It's not only education, we will give you the values. We will work towards the holistic development of a kid. When he leaves his home after 12th and comes to the college, then we want to develop him as a whole human. You can see here, I can vouch that you can recognize many people out here. We have our Olympians, those who are our alumni. The last Olympic week, the one gold medal which was won by Mr. Neeraj. So he was our alumni. 2 bronze again by our alumni. So this is the grandness of what do you say, lovely professional university. Now, when we talk about hospitality and tourism, so why hospitality and tourism? As I told you, every 6th person who's employed on this earth is either directly or indirectly generating his income or livelihood from tourism or hospitality. Post-COVID, 2020, it was a bad phase for everyone, and the biggest hit was given to the hospitality and tourism industry. And seriously, we lost a lot in terms of revenue, in terms of business, in terms of employees. But if you go now, you see the data. This is the photograph I have taken from the Instagram page of Government of India, where they are putting up the industry, those who are pick up pace after COVID. It's up to 2021, November 2021. So the highest pickup in employment generation was by telecom, which is 91%, and the second highest was hospitality, which is 58%. So COVID is gone now. So if any student has a doubt that 2020 industry was very bad, whether we get a job or not. So this is the proof by Government of India not by us. So if we want to know what is the contribution of tourism and hospitality industry when it comes to the national gross domestic product, which is GDP. So if we see again the Government of India data, which was published in 2020 December, the whole GDP of India was $2,623 billion. Out of that, 9% comes from hospitality and tourism. You can calculate it was 236 billion US dollar in India, which is earned by hospitality and tourism industry post-COVID. So WNTO, I have told you, this is again after, just to make you clear that the COVID is gone now. In November 2020, and if we compare November 2021, we saw that there was a rise of 169.4% in the room revenue of a hotel industry. Room revenue is basically the revenue which comes from the sale of rooms. The biggest chunk of the industry comes from the room sale. So this is again a report by government. So this will give you a picture that industry is back on track and now they need people. So when we talk about Lovely Times Higher Education Impact Ranking, we were 74 globally. Throughout the world, we were 74 globally, and we were third in Atal Ranking Institution all over India, and 36 among the top universities of India, again the World University Ranking 2020. If we talk about the School of Hotel Management, in a School of Hotel Management, we are 9th ranked Best Institute in India by Outlook Ranking 2021. So this is about the School of Hotel Management and Tourism, which gives you an idea. Established in 2007, 5 domains, you can say department, domains, sections. It is front office, housekeeping, service, and tourism. Then academic programs, 11 academic programs we are running. We have 30 plus core faculty, 200 international students. So the vision of the school is to promote service excellence for customer delight with the right blend of skills and attitude, and enhance the leadership quality for professionals in social leadership. As I told you, we believe in a holistic development. That's why we want you to lead socially also. The mission of the school is to prepare globally employable professionals for hospitality, tourism, aviation sectors by providing the right balance of academic rigor, practical training, and industry exposure. To undertake research to improve the international competitiveness in Indian hospitality industry. Now, if we do a post-mortem of hotel management, what is hotel management? Hotel management is comprises of 4 major departments, or you can say 4 domains. First is front office, which deals with selling of the room. First job is to sell the rooms, maintain the relation with the guest, and you can say the front office is a nerve center of any hotel. Whatever happened, whether it's related to front office or not, guest will definitely contact to the front office. It is the first point where the guests get the interaction with the hotel, and it is the last point where the guests get interaction with the hotel. So you can say it's a face of any property which is working. Then it comes housekeeping. Housekeeping is responsible, as you say, you can make out house and keeping. It is basically a department which deals with the upkeepment of hotel, be it cleaning, be it designing, maintenance, electric, plumbing, linen, whatever. Anything which related to maintenance or the upkeepment of the hotel goes to housekeeping. Then comes the next department is food and beverage production. Food and beverage production is basically a department which deals with the production of eatables in terms of food and beverage. either cold or hot, veg, non-veg, Indian, Chinese, any cuisine, Italian, whether for buffet, whether for a restaurant, whether for room service, anything which is supposed to be cooked will be done by food and beverage production. Then comes the next, the fourth department is food and beverage services. So food and beverage services is basically a department which serve the food which is made by food and beverage production, and they are responsible for all type of services, be it in the hotel, outside the hotel, which we call outdoor catering, at the swimming pool, in the room service, in the restaurant, in the banquet, wherever the food is served, it comes under the F&B service department. So for knowing the best part of the F&B service, today luckily I got the best man with us, is Dr. Sanjeev Sharma. He is head of the department for services, working with us for a long period of time. So to throw some more light on the F&B service department in terms of what is it, how it works, and what are the future opportunities they have. So over to you, Dr. Sanjeev Sharma. Welcome.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. And Dr. Saab has covered up so many points in a detail. I'll talk about the career prospects in the tourism and hospitality field. Yes, when we talk about service is all about the customer satisfaction. But you already know that we are in hospitality, and when we are in the hospitality industry, so we should be here. We should be great for our customers. So that the first and the prime motive to achieve the guest satisfaction. So when you talk about the guest satisfaction, you should be have a build up some qualities among themselves only. When we talk about working in the fine dining restaurants, when we talk about serve food, we should have a vast knowledge. We should have a detailed knowledge about the food, what exactly the food is cooked by the chef, what exactly the food is going to be served, and how it's supposed to be served. So when we talk about F&B service, so we have different qualities need to be required to become as a F&B service professional. Number one, we should be have to be passionate about the F&B service, so we can understand the need and the demand of the customers, which we can fulfill the moment you receive the guest. We need to provide the excellent service to our customers. There is no excuse, there is no sorry word in our hospitality industry, because if somebody is coming in a fine dining restaurant, so he is looking for the excellent services from our F&B service side. For that also we need to have a good management, and it is a frontline job, as the Dr. Saab has been covered up. Front office is a frontline job, F&B service is a frontline job, and when you are frontline job, you should be have a good communication skill. Or when we talk about in hospitality, we are not going to have a good communication skill only in English. We should be have a skill, communication skill in the various other languages, Spanish language, French language, because if you will tomorrow you will going to be placed in the cruise line or in any other international company. So you know that when you go to Spain or France, we need to have their language knowledge need to require. So in our schemes, we need to teach our students Spanish language, French language, German language also. So the student will have a good knowledge. He can communicate with the foreigner. He can read the French menus also. When we talk about F&B, we should also have a sales ability, because you ultimately we are not F&B, we are not housekeeping, we are all a salesman. So being as a professional, we should have a knowledge that how I can go to sell my food in my restaurants. So that all need basic skills need to be required. Selling techniques skills we need to require. And yes, we should be also ready to problem solving skill. Generally, I have seen in a film service in or in a frontline job, there is a guest complaint, and generally we escape from that area. No, every complaint, guest handling is our learning. How you can handle, how you can better provide a solution of the problem without wasting the time of the company, without wasting the time of the customers. That is the one of the major skills you need to acquire. when we are handling of the customers in the fine dining restaurant, in the banquet, in the hotel, in the restaurant, in the bar, we need to have handle of different situations. Another example, when you are in the bar and the guest is already been overdrunk, how you need to be tackled with these guests. These are the different situations we have in front of us that we need to handle. In hospitality industry, we have eager to learn so many things. When we talk about so many things, it come about communication skills, analytical skills, interpersonal skills, communication skills, and we also having this knowledge kind of the how to do the listening with other departments. There are so many other departments because you cannot run a show without the support of the other people. You need to coordinate with the front office, housekeeping, chef, housekeeping, maintenance, securities, HR people. There are so many people are there. So that point of view, what you need to require? You need to require a multi-skill tasking people. You should have a multiple task you need to sign, which you take a responsibility, which you need to take a decision to react as a middleman and to provide the solution of a problem. You should be active listening. First, you listen what the guest is looking from your end. That's the thing you can become on the table. For example, guest is looking at a particular dish. If you are not listening properly, the wrong dish can go to the wrong place. So that is skill you need to acquire. The second major part is you should be having very sharp memory. You should be remember what guest is saying, what guest is looking, what guest is likes and dislikes. So that you need to keep it in your mind. So that point of view you need to acquire this sharpness. While we are working in F&B service, what are the career opportunities that you are looking? Where you can see in after 2 years, after 5 years, after 10 years. I still remember when I done hotel management, I didn't thought that I will be become a professor in the academics also. But when I joined, even Dr. Saab also got decided on that day when Dr. Saab has completed. Dr. Nafiz has joined as a chef over there, and see now he is becoming working in a different organization, nationally, internationally working. So that they came to provide that vast knowledge to our students. So when you're looking for the career opportunities, you can work in the hotel across the India and international, the globe also. You will be also work in a cruise line, F&B service. People can learn and earn a lot of money when you will get an opportunity. And I will have a privilege. The lovely university will have focus on quality placements, and we call national and international companies cruise liner also, so that student will get placed in the foreign companies. Nightclubs, QSR, standalone properties. Now you already know that there is a concept is going on in across India. Startup business. A lot of companies are coming with their own business, startup business, standalone properties, and they are giving good salary. And we are tracking that companies also, so that my student will be joining that startup company, and you will also become as an entrepreneurship in your futures. You will also given job opportunities to the other people. You will be become a creator for the other people also. You will become as a bartender also. I have seen a lot of people do internship or work in foreign country. They join wine companies also, because you know that wines is not a good market in India. But when you go with internationally, globally, there are a lot of wines companies are there, and my lot of students are working in the wines companies also. That is also good opportunities you have. USR, you already know that KFC, McDonald's, Burger Kings. Now we'll talk about the verticals options apart from the hotel industry, the retail sectors. Their lines is also opening a different concept ventures for the new openings. So that is also an opportunity for the new student to get an opportunities over there also. When we talk about an entrepreneurship, what are the other options are available? So, for example, you are good in bakery. So tomorrow you can go to open your own venture. Tomorrow you can go to start a business. You can open your bakery house also. Tomorrow you can also going to be open your restaurant, bar, pub, nightclub, discotheque. That can also you have an options. Or you can also come with your own restaurant also. It could be, I'm not saying that you can come with a chain of restaurant, but yes, tomorrow you will be coming in chain of restaurant also. But you can start up your business, buying a small restaurant, 50 cover, 100 cover, 200 cover, 500 cover. Or I have seen here there are a lot of people are working as a cloud kitchen, and they will be taking their orders and delivering the foods that are there. So that you can also go to do. You can become as an entrepreneurship or opening of now you see that there's a new concept is coming in India, the food on wheel. So that can also be going to. So for example, you see there is a lunch is going on, and you can park your truck near to the IT hub, and after evening you can park your truck near to any other public place where you can get your sales. You can also become as, for example, you have seen tent house peoples, you have seen the banqueting operations are there. You can come up with your own company, event organizing companies. There are a lot of NRI people are coming in India, but doing of their marriage, and you know that the people do not have the time. They have only one thing, money. They don't have the time. So being people like you, hotel women, you can open your ventures and you will become with your event organizing companies. You can open your banquet halls. You will be also hiring of skilled people in F&B service department. Or you have been seeing in the European country. European country, they have been on street coffee houses. Coffee house concept is generally came from US now, and it is quite popular nowadays in India also. So these are an opportunities that you can be having among themselves also, and you can run your show independently, confidently, and you can start off your venture with the help of the state government, central government. There are a lot of subsidies, there are a lot of policies out there to open your own ventures, and government is ready to give you such kind of subsidies also. So that's all from my side. If you have any questions regarding on this, so we will be taking your questions from you also. So being time, we have another expert member with us, the Rachna Bajaj ma'am. Ma'am will be going to be take your inquiry about your fees, structures, admissions. If you have any inquiry on this also, so I would like to call to Rachna ma'am also.
I just wanted to have one more point.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Sure, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sharma. It's really a very insightful of F&B service. Just to the aspirant, I just wanted to say that in hotel management, we are taught to know each and everything because we believe that guests can ask you anything. Again, so a hotelier should know each and everything under the sky. And because of this reason only, I have seen in my life the people, those who have done hotel management, they are serving like a politicians, they are serving as a policemen. Not even in India, they are serving as a policeman in UK. I have my super seniors, those who are working in London Police right now, after doing their hotel management. After doing hotel management, they are working, they crack IS also. There are other people, those who are working as a top 10 consultant in hotel industry for setup of the new industries, new properties. So once you get into this profession, it basically train you. It's not teach you, because there are two things. If that things is taught to you or trained, I'll ask a simple question. साइकिल चलाना आप सीखते हैं या याद करते हैं? तो साइकिल चलाना सीखा जाता है, तो जब भी हम कोई चीज सीखते हैं तो वो भूलते नहीं है जिंदगी में. So hotel management में we basically don't teach you, we make you learn the things, and when you learn the things, you are bound to excel if you work honestly and sincerely. That's it.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. The valid point you have taken. The person cannot cut a piece of onion. He cannot become a chef. So we focus on skill. We focus on skill. Yes. Over to Rachna ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful presentation. It was very effective, and I believe that attendees will be benefited from your speech. And sir, we have few queries before we move on to Rachna ma'am. We have few queries from the attendees. So can we take up those queries?
Yes, ma'am. Sure, you can.
All right. So there's a query from Divakar Kumar. He wants to know BHMCT is better than BSc Hotel Management. Can you please suggest?
Yes, I'll tell you. We cannot compare like that. It is better or that is not better. Both the courses basically teach you all the 4 departments. BHMCT is a 4-year program. In 4th year, it teaches you more of the management subject, ancillary subjects. Whereas in 3-year program, you do it for 3 years and that's it. You directly join to industry. But in 4-year program, you have to spend 4 years with the college, and in the final year, either you take up as a trainee for the whole year, or you stay in the college and learn the management subjects. 4 subjects are finished within the 3 years program.
Thank you so much, sir. So there's another question, in fact, very interesting question from Dipali Mehta. She wants to know, I wanted to be a chef, but likewise I want to travel as well. So which course at LPU should I choose?
You can be a chef if you are very determined that you don't want to change your stream and you want to become only chef. Then we have a program which is called BA Culinary Arts, which definitely teach you all finishes of being a chef. Will cover mostly all type of culinaries in that. Emphasis will be given to the Indian culinary. And nowadays, Indian culinary is the most sorted out culinary in the world. If you have a degree and an experience which specializes you in Indian culinary, you will go to places as many as you want.
Thank you so much, sir. So there's another question from Prakash Kumar. He wants to know about BHMCT and the placement status about it.
Whether it's a BHMCT, whether it's a BSc hotel management, whether it's a BBA airline hospitality and hotel management, whether it's a MSc, whether it's a MBA hospitality and tourism, we are bound to provide 100% placement. And believe me, I'm not saying it because I'm talking to the aspirants. Believe me, for the last 16 years, I'm doing the same thing of the placements. The highest placement I got personally to be placed with my students is 187%. The lowest was 75%. So placement, whether the course is BHMCT, BBA, airlines, tourism, or hotel management, culinary arts, placement is not a problem with us. Neither with the lovely university nor with School of Hotel Management and Tourism.
Thank you so much, sir. So there's another question from Prakhar. He wants to know that does LPU facilitate platform to students to interact with higher officials of a well-established hotel? So I would like Sanjeev sir, Dr. Sanjeev Sharma, to please resolve the query of the student as you are in the university. So please guide the students on what LPU offers, facilitates.
Definitely, ma'am. We facilitate from the first semester only. As you already know that we already have 25 room property with us also in the same building also. So from the day one only, we will be try to give some task to the student to handle the students, and this is an opportunity will given to the student. Any personality dignitaries will come to our campus. We will have, you already know that the Shah Rukh Khan and Deepika, these all are the Hollywood and Bollywood people are coming in our campus, and especially in the School of Hotel Management Tourism be the part of this team member. They will have the club members also there. They will prepare the food for that people also. They will do the service. They will be interact the people also. So university is very much open to giving you this much of platform, because when you talk, when you show these prime ministers and Hollywood and governors and chief ministers, recently chief minister visit is already done in our campus also, student might be looking at our page also. So School of Hotel Management student will get a first chance to interact these kinds of people.
Thank you, sir. And Nafis sir, would you like to add something to this?
Yes. I'll tell you, if I could have been, I did my MBBS or become a doctor, I will never get a chance to meet the people like Vajpayee Sahab, Musharraf, Abhishek Bachchan. So all these I met while I was working in a hotel, JP Palace, Agra. And then it was my responsibility to expose my student to the best possible people. Like in my last university, I got Padam Shri Imtiaz Shah, to the campus. We got Kunal Kapoor to the campus. We took our student to Indian Culinary Forum seminars where they meet Sanjeev Kapoor like sort of people. In Lovely, we got Pushpinder Pansab, who's a very renowned historian for food history. We got, I think, Vikas Khanna was there. Yeah, Ranveer Brar was there. So
Yes.
meeting people is not a problem in hotel industry. You will amaze the type of people you will meet.
Definitely, sir. I totally agree with you. And sir, last but not the least, there's another question from Divakar Kumar. He wants to know what is the average package in hotel management?
Average package in hotel management is basically whenever the company comes, they comes with the three categories. One is a entry level, which is a front office assistant, so F&B service assistant, housekeeping assistant, or common three in kitchens. Then there is another level which is hotel operation training, which is higher than the assistant level. Then the highest was management training, which is highest one. And the average package, yes, it is quite low. It is up to 3 lakhs somewhere. But the selection depend upon your performance, your caliber, whatever you have done in the last 3 years. As a university, we are here to prepare you, provide you opportunity to crack the interview. But as a university, we cannot represent you in any interview. It's up to you. So average package is around 3 lakhs. Placement is not at all a problem. Go for it.
Thank you so much, sir, for resolving all the queries of our attendees. And now we'll quickly move to our admission expert, Ms. Rachna Bajaj. So, ma'am, over to you.
Evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing fine and safe at your home. So I'll be just quickly sharing the glimpse of the university which you will be joining this year or most probably in the coming years. So first up in the list, we have LPU breaking records when 13 LPU students participated in Tokyo Olympics 2020 and brought laurels to our country. Moving ahead with the ranking, because I suppose it is the most important aspect students should be considering before taking admission in any university. So first up in the list, we have the Time Higher Education Impact Rankings 2022, where LP has been ranked 74th globally. Moving ahead with another feather, the World University Rankings 2022, where LP has been ranked 36th among top universities of India, amongst both government and private. Then we have the Atal Ranking of Institution on Innovation Achievements, where LP has been ranked third in India. So now let's talk about the campus life and exposure offered. So as a student, make sure that you enjoy your campus life and gain as much as exposure you can. And if I talk about LP students have got ample of opportunities to participate in not just national but international level events as well. So I'll just quickly show you from the glimpse of the event. First up in the list, we have 106th Indian Science Congress with the focal theme Future India, Science and Technology, which was inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi. Moving ahead, we had Nobel laureate Dalai Lamaji for the 5th convocation at LPU. We also had former President of India, late Pranab Mukherjee, for the convocation twice at LPU. We also had late Sri Arun Jaitley for the inauguration of LPU Startup School. A very familiar face, Gaur Gopal Das ji. He interacted with the students and motivated them about life. Some of the heartthrobs, we had Shah Rukh Khan, we had Deepika Padukone, Sonam Kapoor at campus. We also had MS Dhoni and several others. So now let's talk about another aspect, that is the infrastructure. You will be making several memories in these labs, in these classrooms. So I'll be just quickly showing you the infrastructure, the labs which are being offered to our students at LPU. So this is an outside view of our amphitheater. LPU has 2 to 3 amphitheaters where several Nukkad Natak theater skits take place. Moving ahead with an inside view of our Shanti Devi Mittal Auditorium with the capacity of 2,500 audience being the largest in this region. Next, we have the 9-story building, the central library with approximately 20 lakh books available. And not just this, students also have access to these books in online mode as well. An outside view of our university mall, I would say my favorite place. Let's take you inside this university mall. It has all the basic facilities, be it related to dining areas, or sweet shops, or stationery, electronic gadgets. Apart academics, we also want our students to enjoy their campus life. So we have bowling areas and several other games available inside this university mall. An inside view of our gym, which is available inside the campus. 24-hour availability of our ambulance facility and hospital inside the university campus, be it related to eye specialists, dental facility, physiotherapy wards, dental wards, etc. Moving ahead, this is an outside view of our Shanti Devi Mittal Indoor Stadium, which has several games like a proper Olympic level swimming pool, 10 to 12 badminton courts, shooting range, a beautiful picture clicked by one of our students, and a mesmerizing night view of our university campus. So now let's move to another aspect, which is the fees, scholarship, and how you can save your parents' money. So what you have to do is to inquire about any program, just simply visit our website, which is www.lpu.in. And on the top you will see an icon of admissions where you just have to click like in whichever program you are interested in. Let's say if you are interested in bachelor's program, like after 12th programs, or master's program after graduation. We also have after post-graduation programs for research and doctorate level programs. So once you click on after 12th programs, all the disciplines which are available at LPU will be right in front of you. So as we have students for hotel management and tourism, I'll just click on hotel management, and all the programs which are available under hotel management and tourism will be in front of you. So let's say I'm interested in Bachelor's of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, which is a 4 years program with total 8 semesters. Once you scroll down, you can see the eligibility, which clearly states that the student should have scored minimum 50% marks in his or her 12th, with English as a compulsory subject and subject to qualifying LPU test. So student needs to qualify LPU NIST exam as well, which is conducted by LPU, which is stated as National Entrance and Scholarship Test. So this test is not only for eligibility, but it will also help you to avail better scholarship. So once you scroll on, you can see some of the key highlights, the rankings, the curriculum for next 4 years with the electives and specializations which are available. Now here comes the fees and scholarship. Although the without scholarship for this program goes 80,000 per semester, but we have different categories on the basis of which students can avail scholarship. So let's say once your 12th result has been declared, if you have already qualified 12th, and you fall between 80 to 89% in 12, you will directly fall in category 3, that is of 28%, and your fees will be reduced to 57,600 per semester. In case if you score better, you score between 90 to 94.9% in 12, you will fall in category 2, that is of 38%, and your fees will be reduced to 49,600 per semester. And if you score 95% and above in your 12, you will directly fall in category 1, that is of 48%, and your fees will be 41,600 per semester. Let's say you couldn't score well in your 12. You have LPU NIST as well, as this test is not only for eligibility, but it is for scholarship also. This is the cutoff. We have mentioned it will be for 200 marks, and accordingly, as per your cutoff, you will fall in category 1, 2, or 3. Moving ahead, we have listed some other scholarships like scholarship based on innovation, startup and entrepreneurship, scholarship on the basis of sports, culture, R&D, co-curricular, social service and bravery awards, special scholarship for toppers of education. So in case if you have any such achievement, make sure that you share your certificates with us so that we can verify your grades. We also have some financial aid for need-based, financial aid for serving, retired defense, CAPF, paramilitary personnel and their dependents, financial aid to orphans, person with certain disability, and person with certain disability like blindness. So you can also share such information with your near ones in case if they are in need of any such information. Moving ahead, we have listed the important dates. As you can see that the registration is open and the last date to apply for LPU exam, which is the first step, is 20th June 2022. Further, you will be allotted with exam dates between 6th to 25th June, and within 24 working hours, your result will be declared, and accordingly, you can proceed for admission. In case if you have any queries related to this, feel free to contact us. Our contact details are available on the right side of the screen, where you can see the live video counseling icon is here. We have schedule a call icon. We also have our WhatsApp team available for you. And once you scroll down, you can see we have listed our helpline number. So I'll wind up with one more important thing. We have already conducted such informative webinars in past, and some webinars have been scheduled as well. So if you want to enroll yourself in any such webinar, just again simply click on admissions and you will see an icon of LPU's Edu-Fair webinars. And once you click on it, a new page will open where we have listed all the webinars, upcoming webinars and past webinars. So let's say if you are interested in law or career roadmap, just click on register, fill your details and you will be good to go. So over to you, Ruby ma'am. I have shared majority of the details with our students, which can be helpful for them to apply for admissions at LPU. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rachna ma'am, for such a detailed information about the admission part. And attendees, good things come to people who wait, but better things come to those who go out and get them. So don't just sit back and relax. Grab the opportunity to take admission in your preferred program and get early decision benefit. So with this, we'll wrap up our today's webinar. So this webinar was on high-profile careers and entrepreneurship opportunities in hotel management and tourism. And experts, thank you so much. Your years of research, your depth of understanding the topic, and your ability to present the topic in such an interesting way produce one of the most wonderful evenings for all the attendees. So on behalf of all the attendees of this webinar, I want to thank you for your insightful presentation. Hopefully, attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information provided in this webinar to take better decisions regarding admission. And attendees, I enjoyed bringing this session to you, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it as much. So until next time, I will begin. Sign out.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.